Hello. I'm actually at work, and I decided not to video while I was going to work today because the sun's kind of being silly, and so I was glowing. I had this God glow when I was putting the video on, so I decided to wait till I got here. I've noticed a couple things here. So I was perusing the internet and saw that like 84% of vegans, vegetarians, go back to eating meat after a year max of not eating meat. And it was a ridiculous number, like 30% of that went back after 3 months. I mean, it was just this terribly low number. And it attributed it to a lack of support within their own group and their own network. The feeling that they didn't want to be weird from the group, like peer pressure. Which, I don't know, what are you, 12? Or are we doing a survey on 14-year-olds? I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm going to do what I want. But, okay. So, and then they just had this crazy craving for meat. And I thought about that for a couple of days, actually. And I tend to think one thing. Well, I think a lot of things, but I'm just going to say this one thing. If you are vegan because you want to lose weight, you want to be healthy, you want to be cool, try the latest fad, whatever, you will go back to eating meat. If you are vegan or vegetarian because you do not want to eat animals, you don't want to cause animals torture or harm, you will never eat meat again. I will never eat meat again. I don't think. I definitely will not choose to eat it if it ends up being in something I'm being served and I can't stop it. Honestly, that just gives me the grossest feeling, but okay. I'll be an adult about it and I'll thank the animal. I don't know what I'll do. I will bless the animal that gave me its life and then I will ingest it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have any part of that. But, like say you go to a friend's house, they're making spaghetti, they throw a bunch of meat in it, and you're like, ooh, you can't be like that. Now you're that person. You can't be like that. Is it important to let friends know that you don't eat meat? Sure. Or isn't it funny how I can tell you that I'm allergic to meat, or the doctor says that I need to be on a meat-free diet, and you'll accept that? But if I say I'm a vegetarian or a vegan because I don't want to harm animals, now I'm a snobby, hooty-doo. It doesn't make any sense to me. But that's my thought about why people go back to eating meat. If you're not eating meat because you don't want to support the meat industry, you don't anything that has a mom, anything that has a face, if it bleeds, those are things I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat my dad's arm. I don't want to eat your mom's leg. I just don't. So this morning on Sue, I had a post, it was just about try not to eat anything that has a face. And two guys responded, and one of the guys, he's like, veganism is the worst religion in the whole world. And I thought to myself, really? Really? I mean, because I think I remember a couple of conquests, world conquests, in which many people died. And it wasn't called the vegan conquest. They weren't carrying signs that said, don't eat meat. They said, believe in God or I will fucking kill you. Even to this day, it's okay so the Catholics have pedophiles, but veganism is a crazy, terrible religion. Okay, fine. I understand that you're a moron, so I'm not even going to respond to you. Then the next guy was like, he says, he's the guy, okay? He says, plants, they think. They have feelings, and it is shown that they are just as intelligent as animals. And like a whole paragraph he gives me of this. And basically my response was, that I don't feel that plants are self-aware, self-conscious, that they do not feel torture and torment, that they can't have babies. Can they reproduce? Yes, but they don't have babies. God, people. And I, I basically said if it has a mother or a face, it's, not edible, but plants obviously are not like that. And they kept going off on their snarky comments, and I'm fine with that. And I basically at the end said, I decided not to be who I wanted to be, which was, you guys are fucking stupid. I didn't want to be that person. I want to be like everybody's their own person way, and it's interesting that you think that way. So that's what I said. I said, well, thanks for your interesting comments, guys. Have a nice day. And that's all you can say. And if you agree with the food industry's way of polluting our environment, torturing and mass murdering billions of beings a year, and then that's all. That's great. Do your thing. Support who you want to support. I understand that I am not going to change the world. This person right here isn't going to change the world, but I might change it for some animal, maybe someday, and I don't know. I understand that I'm not going to change the world. I get that. Thank you. But I am going to change it for me, and that's important to me, to change it for me. I eat all the time. Okay, and that's another thing. So I decided, because I've been struggling with this whole why am I not losing weight shit. And I haven't even done any videos since like a couple days after Thanksgiving, because I'm so frustrated about it. I was frustrated about it. And now I realize this, guys. I might be fat all my life. I'm 43 years old, so I actually have less years ahead of me than I've already consumed. So the chance that I'm going to have the skinny years are probably pretty slim. No pun intended. But, okay. So I asked myself, so what if I am fat for the rest of my life? Would I go back to eating meat? Do I need meatloaf? Am I going to have meatballs? And what about chicken? And I won't. I will be a fat fruit bat. I'm going to be a fat vegan. I'm going to be that person that you're like, can you believe that she is a vegan? She's giant. And I'll be okay with that. I will represent the person that says, I'm not going to eat meat, but I am overweight. And I still, guys, have not found anybody that's like me. That's on YouTube. I found this one girl, and she said, her tagline was like, yeah, I'm fat. And I'm like, oh God, finally a fat vegan. So I click it and I watch it. And her whole thing was that other people were calling her fat. And she was like, I'm not fat. I don't think I'm fat. Okay. Great. Don't think you're fat. It's like me saying I'm not white. Okay. I don't think I'm white. I think I'm black. Okay. So I don't care what you say. I am black. No, I'm fat and I'm white. And there's nothing wrong with that. And could we have a little support group of people that are fat and vegan and white or black? I don't care about the color, but you have to be fat and vegan. Why? Because I don't have anybody else to talk to. I don't have anybody else to talk to. So it'd be nice if somebody out there who was overweight, and I don't mean, you know what I mean? I'm not even going to go into it because it frustrates me when I start talking about how people think they're fat. So if you are legitimately fat and you are vegetarian or vegan, I would super love to speak to you. And on that note, I have to go to work. But I love you all greatly and have a good day.